How you guys doing? Welcome back. It's dinner time, guys. So I'm gonna prepare myself a dinner. My girlfriend doesn't really like fish or anything, so she's gonna do her own thing later. So I usually cook for the both of us, but okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna prepare the rice. Usually people use a rice cooker or things of that nature. Me personally, I don't know. With the rice cooker, it always seems to come out either too goopy, it's burnt on the bottom. Like I don't want to deal with any of that. Thank you for tuning in, by the way, whoever that is. Appreciate it. So now I'm gonna get this rice. I'm gonna get this situated. Now I like to rinse my rice. Shout outs to Uncle Roger. There you go. Check him out on YouTube. Uncle Roger is a funny guy. He talks with this really thick Korean, Asian accent, but he doesn't really. He's just making that up. At first, I thought that's how he really talked, but yeah. Anyways, so what we're gonna do now? Get this rice situated. I got my little pot here, non-stick, great stuff. Be right back. Usually me, because I'm just eating, I'm going to use about, I say 2 or 3 handfuls. This is a Get a Gourmet kitchen. I clean my hands up thoroughly. I have hand sanitizer and everything here. So we're cleanly over. You can't see that. Let's see. Not too much, but just enough for me. It's going to fluff up and stuff too. So it's going to fluff up. It's going to look real fluffy and nice and luxurious. And all right. So now I'm hitting it up with the water. Rinse this joint. Now, if you notice, I'm going to point the camera down here. Can't quite see in there because it's, there it is. Got my wooden spoon here. We're just going to do this for a little bit. Now, you probably can't notice. Let's see if we can get closer here. Well, you can. If you look closely, you'll notice that the water's getting kind of cloudy there. That's what we want. We're trying to get a lot of that starch off of there. Supposedly, that's what makes your rice all nasty and gloopy. You want to make rice pudding? Don't do this. All right. I like to do this thoroughly. I rinse my rice about 2 to 3 times. This is a jasmine rice. And what we're going to do, what I actually do, is put this up. Hold on. That's over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is put it in there. Alright, that might work. So I use my strainer here and I just put it over this guy like so. Just so none of the rice falls out and get all the water out. I'm going to give it one more douse of water, getting all the rice off the side so you don't want stuff sticking. Alright, then back to this over here. Now mind you, yeah, we'll probably just leave the water running. Boom. And you probably can't see because of the glare. You probably can't see because of the glare. But we're going to do that one more time. And you probably can't see that clear. because of the angle and the lighting and stuff. But it's still kind of cloudy. Not as much as the first time, obviously. But yeah, this is how we're gonna run it. This is like the best rice ever. If you do it like this, some people get impatient. You got busy lives. Oh, I can't. I get it. So you already seen that process. So we're gonna actually do the same process over again with the strainer. And then we should just be about done. Let's see. Now when I put this water back in here, I'm going to be focusing on how clear the water is. If it's really clear, you should be good to go. Still kind of foggy, you might need one more rinse. Now you might not be able to see this, but some people, they stick their finger in, and if it goes right up to here, perfect amount of water. I've been doing this for a little bit, so I kind of have a good idea of what the right amount is. So I'm just eyeballing the water. Boom. Now we're putting it on our stove, turning it up to high. Now what I generally do with the rice is I want it to come to a violent boil. Yeah. So once I get the boil going, we're gonna situate the rice. Boil starts going. I'm gonna turn the heat all the way down to 2. Then I'm gonna cover it with the lid and just leave it on. Set it, forget it. About 2 to 5 minutes, 7 minutes maybe at the max. While that's going, okay, we're gonna get the Brussels sprouts organized. Now the Brussels sprouts have already been chopped in half, things of that nature. You know, this is what those are looking like. Boom, boom, down. So we can remove that. That goes for our salmon that we're going to be enjoying tonight. I also have sliced almonds. I have salted pumpkin seeds. And those will be placed over the top of the fish once it's done as a garnish, so to say. Alright, and then so now that we got our Brussels chopped and situated, I'm going to come over here to this skillet. This is my favorite skillet. I haven't been able to find another one like it. That's why it's black on the bottom. But this thing is like super non-stick. Super non-stick. I love this thing. Been trying to find another one. I looked at the brand name, but I can't seem to find it. People in the comments, people watching, if you know where to find another skillet like this, please let me know. Quality, please. So now that that is on there, we're gonna keep the heat off on this. Okay, we already got this getting ready to start boiling shortly. Now once it starts boiling crazy, I'm gonna get my chopstick here and I'm gonna stir inside of there just to kind of stop it from clumping up crazy. But right now, I'm gonna get my olive oil, more of that stuff, more of this, just the virgin, down. And we're gonna coat the bottom of the skillet. Now we want a decent coat on there. We want to cover it. We don't want any greased portions of the skillet. We don't want to put too much, but just enough. Sorry about my camera work. This is my second cooking video. Please bear with me. So look. Boom. We're going to get that all coated. Boom, boom, down. If you look, there's still a couple spots. We're going to try and cover those up. Boom, boom, boom. And we're good to go. Move this out of our way. And if you notice here, the rice is starting to do its thing. I like to let it boil a little bit more than that. Uh-oh, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Remember what I said when it starts boiling? Just a quick little stir. You'll feel stuff on the bottom kind of sticking down there. This way. There we go. So that thing is boiling crazy. So now we're going to turn it down to 2. And we're going to cover it. Bam. Just like that. Now if it starts to overflow and hiss and all the moisture coming out, that's okay. Don't remove this lid. That's what's going to cook the rice completely all the way. So, and so now that we got a greased skillet there, let's not forget about that. What we're going to do now, oh, and by the way, let's show you what's going on in here. Ta-da! That is carrots, tomatoes, 3 different types of mini potatoes, red onions. There's a Dijon mustard seed with a couple other parsley and dill and things of that nature. A couple of seasonings and spices, olive oil, a little bit of salt for flavor, and we're off to the races, so they say. Let's see. Now that we got our skillet, kind of greased and whatnot, we're not going to turn on the heat yet. But what we're going to do, we're going to get this special blend that I discovered. Now I cover up the brand. I'll just tell you, it's called Urban Accents. Check this stuff out. It's kind of hard to find. Some Walmarts do carry it, but it goes just like that. So, oh wait, right here. That stuff is amazing. There's some sort of vinegar powder in there that's just like out of this world. So I'm gonna get that situated, and what I like to do is I coat the whole bottom of the skillet with the seasoning. Not a crazy amount, but enough. And we'll show you how this works. So just okay. So there's my skillet. Oh, got a little too much over there. You want to evenly distribute this stuff all over. It's kind of expensive to get this stuff. Hey, see how dry over here? That kind of means that the oil hasn't gotten a chance to, but it was over there. Maybe it just moved or something. I don't know. We got to coat that thing. Coat that bad boy. There we go. We want to try our best to evenly distribute all that stuff. There's a lot in the center there, so we gotta. And in reality, I usually put way more than this, like around the edges and stuff, but I don't have. I have more Brussels sprouts, but I didn't prepare a whole bunch. Dang, I can't believe I used that whole thing. Crazy. Okay, so now what we do is we get a Brussels and we place it directly down. Boom, like that. And if you want, kind of rub that thing in so it gets properly coated. So that's what we're going to do over here. All right. You know what? I usually add onions and bacon to this, which I'll probably do. This can be kind of tedious, but it's so worth it. Trust and believe. I've had this dish at restaurants, and it's like I can't really get it down like the professional chefs do, but this is pretty darn close. Yeah, I wasted too much seasoning, but that's okay. And this skillet will probably be the same skillet I cook my fish in. So I'll probably take, once I'm done with this, I'm going to plate it, put it away so it stays warm, and then I'm going to clean that up and we can shut that off. Okay. Still here, getting my. So now what I'm actually doing is I'm preparing. What was I doing? I'm a stoner. Oh, cheers, guys. And I got a little bit of members mark. Whoo! Cheers, guys, out there. Take a quick shot before we get fully into this. I turn the heat up to high. I want it to get really seared. It's almost gonna look black on the bottom. So, but in the meantime, I'm gonna get me a shallot. Shallot. I'm gonna finally chop. My chopping skills aren't too impressive, so we're not gonna necessarily look at that. I'm not a chef. I'm not. I don't cook gourmet food. I cook ghetto gourmet cuisine. Ooh. So yeah, here we go. Got my shallot split open down there. I'm gonna put that there. And we're going to take this peel off if I don't chop my finger. Boom, boom, boom. Bam. So now what we're gonna do is we gotta chop this thing up. Why not? This knife is so Ginsu sharp. Be careful, yo. Told you my chopping skills weren't the best. But look, it's chopped. How about that? Mm-hmm. Rinse it off the knife here. So that's starting to do its thing. What I do, all my stuff is clean, by the way. My girlfriend is really cleanly. I appreciate her. Okay, so what we do now is I got a flat. This is usually used to cover up our stovetops, but we don't really use them anymore. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this guy on the flat end, and throw it down like that. Boom. But I'm not going to keep it there forever because we don't necessarily want these guys to steam. Okay. I got some of these nice pots here, clay pots. I'm going to set this down. Boom. I'm going to push on it. Now I'm doing that so all the flat parts hit evenly on the bottom. This way you get a perfect sear. You know what I mean? So I'm going to push down on that one more time. Don't be afraid to use some pressure. Boom. There's that. Whew. All right. So See how everything's starting to, oh wait, there we go. See how everything's starting to kind of turn dark brown and stuff around there? That's what you want. Ooh. But before all this gets too black, we're gonna add our bacon and our onions. Okay. Yep, only got 2 hands here, so I'm going down. Now, mind you, that's on high, so it's gonna cook super, super fast. Okay, so keep an eye on your food. Make sure it doesn't burn up. Now, this, on the other hand, this dish, you kind of want it to get sort of blackish, burnt-ish. Not too much though. Here we go, some bacon bits right over the top there. Boom, boom, down. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I'm very, very new at this, so just bear with me. I'm grabbing the camera, I'm doing this, I'm turning over here, I'm watching stuff. Rice is pretty much done. Look at that. Look at that. And we got a nice balsamic, a thick balsamic glaze that we're gonna, look at that rice. Oh man. This is how you know when it's starting to be good. It's kind of gloopy. Maybe I should have rinsed it one more time. I'm gonna turn that off, cover that up. So, mind you, we still got our potatoes over there. Remember those? We got to start those in the deep fryer. Okay. So that is done. The Brussels are pretty much done. Okay. Ooh, yeah. We'll leave that on there for a couple seconds. Put this over here. Turn that on. That's on 400. Look at it. 400 degrees. And actually, we're going to turn it down to about 250 for 10 minutes. Then we'll hit it with the 400 for about 2 or 3, just to kind of get them a little roasted there. Okay. So those are pretty much done. So now I'm going to remove the Brussels, plate them, put them away so they're kind of warm for when I want to eat them. And then, yeah. This looks like. Now, mind you, we're looking for black bottoms, not black bottoms, but I'll show you. Ooh, yeah, that came out great. This dang skillet is something else, I tell you what. Now, we properly set these up for to be viewed. The cool thing about this is the bottoms are properly like blackened, and then the rest is really like light and green and perfectly steamed. Oh, dude, this is just like next level. Next level cuisine right here. So what I'm actually doing right now is I was flipping all the Brussels sprouts over, but I'm not wiping my hands on my clothes anymore. So yeah. So this is pretty much what this is all about. Yeah, I'll show you. So it doesn't look that great. I know. You burnt them. No, that's all the seasoning that's kind of like char in there. Might not look the greatest, but I'm telling you, you just wait. You just wait. You just watch. Where did that balsamic go? Oh, here we go. Once again, another Trader Joe's product. Maybe I am. I was like, oh, it looks backwards, but it's not backwards for you guys. It's backwards for me. Okay, so now we're gonna Make sure you hit all those blackened parts with the glaze, you know. And there you have it. That's one of the side dishes that I'll be devouring. Now, usually you could throw, oh yeah, forgot all about that. We're gonna use some of that cheese that I used earlier, the Parmesan Romano grated. We're just gonna go like this. I'm telling you, it doesn't look that great because that how black it is, but I'm telling you, that's the flavor. You want that. Trust and believe when I tell you, you want that. Pam pam. So those are my Brussels. Like I was telling you before, I can't really get them down like the restaurant does. Oh my gosh, there's a couple restaurants here in Sacramento that do Brussels incredible. Like, man, make my Brussels look like a soup kitchen meal. But practice makes perfect. This is probably like the 10th or 12th time I've done these. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna put these away so they don't get cold right away. And now we're off to the races. Boom, boom, boom. Cheers to another 1,000 years, guys. A little bit of Maker's Mark. We're gonna end the night off right. So get a drink, drink some water, man. Hydrate yourself. So our rice is done. That was perfect. Little soggy. I prefer it to be a little bit drier, but we're not making shrimp fried rice or egg fried rice today. So now I gotta clean off my skillet. Clean off my skillet. We're gonna get the salmon situated. That's the fun part. That's the fun part. Oh yeah. So what we're gonna do? Get this guy with a little bit of love here, and then where did I put those paper towels at? Okay, right here. The cool thing about this is you don't need to really soap and water this thing. A little bit of hot water, wipe it down with the paper towel, comes right off. Oh, well, usually it does. Okay, yeah, that came off. That came off real clean. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Right? It's been used for a while, so wait. But for the most part, you guys get it. Look at that. Bam. And if it still tastes kind of like vinegar seasoning, oh well, that'll add to the fish. I pretty much accidentally seasoned my skillet before I okay. So now we have our fish. But before I show you that, I'm going to show you my seasonings. I have here, let's see, if I can look at that. I have 21 seasoned salute. I have dill. I have citrus garlic over here, right here. In the center, there's lemon pepper with a little bit of wine salt. I have this sea salt, wine infused sea salt. That's just next level. So what I'm gonna do now, you notice, just gonna mix all that up. Mix all that up. Get all that incorporated in there. That dill, and might even put a little bit of parsley in there. Let's see. Boom. Mix all that up. That dill needs to get broken down a little bit. I'm gonna break that down like some herb, which it is. I'm talking about cannabis though. Okay. All right. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. We're getting ready to get this off the ground. And what we're going to do is we're going to just season the top first. Season that, season that, season that, season all of that. Oh, season. Oh, yeah, flavor, baby. Now, generally it's wise to do both sides. So what I'll do is when I put these in, they're going to go on this side first. Boom, face down. I'll do the bottom parts, flip them over, and yeah, should be good to go. A little bit of oil. And then I'm going to put a little tiny bit of butter in there. This isn't actual real butter, just vegetable stuff. But I'm a little embarrassed to even show the label. So what we'll end up doing, snatching up a little bit of this. Bam. Right off in that skillet though. You know? Okay, so now we have our butter, we have our olive oil in our skillet. Now it's time for greatness. Not necessarily though. Hold on, let's get this thing heated up. And so yeah, this is pretty much my dinner for tonight. I know those Brussels sprouts probably looked a little crazy, right? But they're so good. And you know, once I get a better kitchen, bigger kitchen, better supplies and stuff like that, you'll see how my cooking turns around. So, in the meantime, in between time, we have our seasoning here. Bam. It's been soaking in olive oil and lemon. So the lemon's already cooking the fish for us. So once that skillet gets really hot, throw the fish down face first. Boom, because we want that to get seared up a little bit. Then, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mind you, our seeds are going on afterwards once everything's plated. I'm looking over here because my laptop's over here. I need to. Let me see what I can do so I can actually look at both. Ooh, will that work? That just about does it. Alright, so now you get to see all of that and all my mess behind me. So, can you see that? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so we're waiting on that. Oh, it's sizzling. Okay, we can do it. Oh man, this fish pretty much falling apart because it's been sitting in that lemon juice deteriorating away. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I'm putting these on the face first. We still got a little bit of lemon, olive oil greatness, seasoning greatness in there that we'll probably pour over the top. This is going over the top right here. And don't be afraid to wipe it, rub some of that in, because you know you want it to touch all the surface of the fish, you know. You don't want to overdo it either, you know. So now that we got our fish cooking, we'll let you check that out while it's doing its thing. And this is what I call getto gourmet cooking. Now once the seasoning is seared inside of both sides, I'll start throwing in the olive oil and the lemon. I'll hit it with a little bit more lemon juice, you know, from this bad boy. Yeah. And you know what I actually like to do as well? I'm just experimenting here. You know, first time I've ever done this. I'm gonna go like this. Stick this in there. Boop. Look what I did. Look what I did. Look what I did. Oh. Ah, shit. Go back in. Ah, shit. Go back in again. Okay. Now we got maker's mark soaked into our lemon. Now what I'm gonna do is that. So I'm gonna sear that too. Get that lemon seared. And when there's a nice blackness, charness on the lemon, that's when, you know, and both sides are seared on with the salmon, we're going to squirt that whiskey soaked lemon all, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bear with me. You know, this is that ghetto gourmet cuisine. You know what I'm saying? Kind of move it around so it doesn't stick. You don't want it to stick. That's the end of your dish right there. Now that smells luxurious, dude. Oh, damn it, that's not what you want. Yeah, this fish has become so sensitive from sitting in the oil for so long. Plus, it was frozen. So, it wasn't originally frozen, but I froze it to store it. Ooh, that was perfect. Perfect. Whoa, shit. Now that's called good eating right there. Damn. Ooh, boy. That is on point. You know, with that grease kind of, and that butter kind of come over here on this side. These guys need a little bit of love too over here. On this side, yeah. All right, and we're just about ready to. Well, not really because the potatoes and stuff is still going too. So I threw them on two 10-minute runs on 250 just to kind of cook the veggies, get them, you know, ready to eat. Once I'm done with this guy right here, they should be after the two 10-minute runs, they're pretty much ready to eat. But I want to add a little bit of char on there, so I'll throw them in for another like minute or so on the highest heat. It's getting a little charred. Now, you throw this guy on there, and that guy on there, and this guy on there, and that guy on there. Ooh, yeah. This guy on there, and this guy on there. You know what that means? The potatoes are just about done. This is what they're looking like. Wait, right here. Those are purple baby potatoes, not black potatoes. And so, yeah, we're just about ready for that final sear. I'm going all the way to 400, and I'm going to put it on 5 minutes, maybe 6.5, 7 minutes. Boom, boom, bam. Let me see how this lemon is going. I need a little bit more char there, yeah. Lemon juice and olive oil. Okay. And a little bit of seasoning. That's where the fish is left in, so try to use it all. Okay, this is what we're looking for. Usually a little bit darker, but what the hell. Whoa. And they're done. Turn that heat off. Let them sit for a few more seconds. And then we plate. Yeah, so, oh wait, actually, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. The potatoes ain't done yet. But they're almost done. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in, guys. This is my little bit of cheffery. Oh, look, that's done. Oh, that's super done. Oh, that's super done. Okay. So now the rice is going down on my plate. So now this is all plated before we. I don't think the rice should be bad. But I think it's cheffery. So, so now let's get over to the plating. We got our beautiful, fluffy, luxurious rice. We'll go like this, and oh. Bam. Thank the Lord for not dropping that. And then, last but not least, bam, bam, bam. Put a little bit of that over there. Got a little bit more caramelized greatness there. And then we'll hit it one more time. No seeds, please. No seeds. Oh. So, last but not least, we got our potatoes and we got our Brussels. But I'll tell you right now, it doesn't look like there's going to be enough room on this plate. I have bigger plates. I don't know why I got this one, but just got the first thing that I could find. I'm hungry, y'all. With that said, I'm going to pour me a little bit more Maker's Mark. Ooh. That's enough for tonight. Don't need much of that. What do they say? A little goes a long way. Right, boom, boom. So we have our little bit of sippage. We have our food over here, looking luxurious. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up our Brussels. Wait till you see that. Ooh. Bam. I might even actually just put that on it. You just keep this separate. Dang, I didn't want to waste a bunch of dishes. So yeah, you heard a ring, but we don't know if it's done or not. It might be. Oh yeah, was this the 400? Yep, that was the 400. See what this is looking like. If you look at those tomatoes over there, see how they have a little tiny bit of char, not much, not too little, not burnt, you know? That's perfect. That's what I was looking for. So now, another plate? Sheesh. I'm in trouble. Okay. Bam. Just trying to plate everything. We have this very, very small kitchen, so plating can be a little tricky at times, you know? Oh, there we go. Ow, shit. No. A little bit of spillage, but that's okay. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And the yellow tomato is like bursting out of its skin, and it's kind of getting everywhere. Roasted veggies. Seared salmon with rice. Oh, remember our little garnishes we were going to do, huh? Remember? A little bit of almonds. Just a little bit, not trying to overbear things here. A little bit of pumpkin seed. I'm not even using all the pumpkin seed that I busted out for this, but. And top it off, a little bit of freshly dried oregano. Wait, parsley. That's what it is. So, let's take a bite of this salmon here. 48 minutes, huh? It took me to do that. These aren't those 15-minute meals. Let's take a stab at this salmon here. A little bit of rice, a little bit of. Let's give it a go. Oh my gosh. That lemon just pierces straight through. And the seasonings. It's like citrus on top of citrus on top of citrus. Like. Okay. So let's go for these Brussels. See what they're tasting like. Remember how black those were on one side? I just about nailed it. I just about nailed the Brussels. Mm-hmm. Holy smokes, dude. Holy smokes, that's crazy. Now, let's try these, try our roasted veggies real quick. Before we part ways and I get all the way into this meal. Let's see. I'm going to try one of these purple joints. This is a purple potato. Look at that. Look at the steam coming from there. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. The dill really helps us out. The mustard seed. Ooh. Gives it an extra layer of complex, ooey. There's mustard seed in here. It's actually Dijon mustard seed. Okay, let me give you a good glimpse of that. Roasted veggies, man. Ooh, yeah. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. If I have enough energy in me, I will be going live playing some sort of game. Either Kenna Bridge of Spirits or definitely Dying Light. And for those who watch my gaming videos, if you do have a PlayStation, let me know or send me your gamer tag or something so we jam. I love chicken. We're gonna have to network. We're gonna have to network to get through this YouTube space. Go check out I Love Chicken's videos, guys. He's doing great things, and he's doing it all via Share Factory. If you don't know what that is, look it up. All right. Oh my gosh, dude. But once again, thanks for tuning in. Woo. Before I burn my mouth off, I'm gonna let you guys go. But I'll tell you one thing: stay fly, stay clever, stay ahead of the curve. I'll be back soon.